Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Dragon Control Warrior. Now, what is Dragon Control Warrior, you may ask, because if you go to HS Replay and you look at decks and you see Control Warriors, and all of them are just running mechs, none of them are really running dragons. But I actually think the dragon variant is stronger than the mech variant at the moment, and with my limited sample sizes I played both, then yeah, this was performing much better. And that's due to a couple of factors. First of them is the Mulligan lance. Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, destroy a damaged enemy minion. So with Midgame druid coming out, with all these minions that cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers coming out, then Shield Slam, Execute, they don't really get the job done anymore. But Mulligan Lancer can happily target all of those minions, so that makes a very flexible removal tool. And when you are able to target something with your spells, then Molten Breath. 4 mana, deal 5 damage to a minion. If you're holding a dragon, gain 5 armor. Molten Breath's armor, then there's Embuscale Drake's armor, there's Shield Block's armor, there's Weapons Project armor, there's Eternium Rover armor. So the dragon variant of Control Warrior is able to generate much more armor than the mech variant. And this in turn means that you often have a little bit more leeway in your gameplay. You have bit more health, so you can take a bit more hits and survive and win games. It is still a classic Control Warrior in the sense that, yeah, Dr. Boom Mad Genius is a major win condition. Overall, you're just removing stuff, killing everything the opponent can do, and then outvaluing them in the end with Dr. Boom value. Some of your games also tend to go to fatigue, and I'm not running Archivist Elysiana in this deck, because unfortunately Archivist Elysiana is useful in so few matchups right now because Control is almost dead on ladder. So if you happen to go into a Control style matchup, then you need to limit your card draw. You need to not play your Town Criers, maybe not play your Shield Blocks, so that you can go into fatigue in a favorable position. But other than that, it's just Control Warrior business as usual. As for the mulligans with this deck, there are 2 cards that you always keep in your mulligan, and those are Town Crier and Eternium Rover, your 1-drops. They are really solid. Town Crier tutors some of those rush minions for you. Eternium Rover gives you some armor when it's damaged. It's a mech, you can potentially magnetize Snip Snap on it, you can potentially magnetize Celiax on it. Just a couple of really solid cards. And in a meta as fast as the current day's meta is, having a 1-drop is really helpful in almost every matchup. Other than those 2, it depends a little. There's Warpath and Brawl if you're facing something like Zoo or Token Druid or some kind of Quest Hunter. You want to hold on to some of these mass removal pieces. If you happen to find yourself in a slower matchup, keeping Dr. Boom Mad Genius in the mulligan is of course a good idea. And sometimes you have an opening also to kick some of the other earlier game cards, like Mulligan Lancer against something like Midgame druid maybe, or Snip Snap can be useful in multiple matchups. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a member or subscriber on YouTube, and joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. And now, let's go take a look at Dragon Control Warrior in action. But it could also be a face hunter. Let's see. Hi, soldier. Greetings from Miami Beach. Okay. Cool. Kept this card, so can be a quest hunter. Questarino is the best Areno. Alright. We're going to try to control this game. Quest Hunter doesn't draw a lot of cards. And they always have some burst. With Leroy Unleash Hero Powers 14 against an empty board. So if I draw too much, I think I can afford to draw little. Let's see. Vacation, chilling in the hotel room. Great, have fun. I'm chilling too, I'm playing control decks. Actually a minion that is perfectly answered by the Restless Mummy. Look at that. Here comes the mummy. That joy won't last long. It really won't last long. I think I need to draw a little, right? Maybe I don't have to hurry. Maybe I can face tank the Diving Griffin here. Just not leave anything for the Faceless Corruptor. Although this could have been a surprise later against the Faceless Corruptor too. That would have worked out. How much do I want to draw? That is the question. If I draw another 3 cards, I'm quite a bit deeper into fatigue. He could fatigue me if he doesn't use any trackings. I'll take that chance. I'm not sure if I now rely on him not seeing that kind of possibility as a strategy. Maybe I'm kind of relying here on opponent not recognizing that as a viable strategy. Here comes the Faceless Corruptor. With the BM, of course, because, well, I mean, I don't understand Hearthstone players. I just don't. I could execute this. Is there something else to execute in that deck? There's not a whole lot. I mean, they don't usually run Sea Giants anymore. I think there's like this is a pretty powerful pair too. Restless Mummy could kill that. I'll execute it. Let's just do it like this. I think this is okay. I'm half expecting Swarm of Locusts. Last turn would have been good turn to place the Swarm as well though. But he chose not to do that. Now the whole Swarm is almost killed by that. Okay. Another 6 to get the quest through. Snip Snap time. I mean, Snip Snap is also pretty good after Boom. So there's that. I can probably afford to play Snip Snap now. Yeah, Snip Snap and armor up. Might go into Boom form next turn. Because then there will be 2 hero powers that he can't play all those 1 health minions into. The Faceless Corruptor. I don't particularly mind. Okay. Well, there's no reason to Unleash. Unleash is much better used as a finisher. Okay, so I can turn myself into Boom now. I can hit here. Get some value from the Super Collider. Ow. Few of these can kill that. I can become Dr. Boom. This one can go face. Alright. The quest will be completed, but now I can kill 3 of his 1 health minions with the Micro Squad. That. And then all of this will have some attack, but not so much that it really matters. So many ways to handle this. Of course, the Scorcher Plague of Wrath is a pretty clean one. If I brawl this, I can brawl and then I can roll the Micro Squad, right? I only... Boommaster Flock winning is the only bad outcome. Now let's brawl. Almost Flock winning is quite unlikely. Okay, that happened. Well, then I need to use the Restless Mummy. I mean, it was only 1 in 6 for that outcome to happen. And it cost me a rush minion. Hi, Ivan. Okay. Holy Molten Breath. That's pretty sweet. I think I want to make a mech. Add a random legendary minion to your hand. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can do Molten Breath on one of those. And this mech can rush down the other. But I get a random legendary minion. Ooh, a Shudderwalk. So my battle cries. Destroy damaged enemy minions. Interesting. I kind of don't want to get too much on the board because then he can just do those Leroy Unleashed things. Do I mind? I mean, if I put 4 minions on the board, he can get a full board with Leroy. Yeah, the 1-1s probably aren't useful. I'll just do the Embuscade Drake. This is fine. Need to remember to have dragons in hand also for the Shudderwalk. Shudder can give me armor, it can deal AoE. But I have to play at least 1 Scorcher for it to do AoE. It's going to play Harrison. I'm 3 cards deeper into my deck. If he plays this properly, he might be able to fatigue me. I took the chance because I believed he wouldn't take full advantage of it. And I mean, he might. Let's zap that Celiax away. But I don't have the Elysiana in this deck. Maybe I should make room for the Elysiana. Like cut a Dragon Roar or something. I have a Warpath for the... Now he's wondering whether he makes another one of them a 4 or 6. Which he probably should. Because then I will need to face tank this. Do I? 5 damage. 2 damage into that puts it to 4. So 5 damage is still enough. I can face tank this. And do the kaboom, and then I can do 4 Warpaths. So there went that one. But the fatigue situation is not good for me. We'll see. As long as he doesn't use the trackings, he can just try to win in fatigue. I'm surprised if he's actually going for that on rank 5. That would be like a sign of a good player.
Of course it's the right way.
Now it's going to be Halas. No. Why throw away the coin then? I do not know. 9 cards in, and next turn I will have to play something. And those are obviously easy to kill with that, but we'll see. Here comes the Halazi. Surprised that Halazi was not played last turn already. I suppose I'm scorching. There's still one swarm left. There's all those lynxes from Halasi, of course. I want to scorch a little bit here. Do I execute the Halasi? Yeah, I think I will. That seems fine. And get some armor going. So I was able to play a couple of cards, which was useful to me. Alright, alright. Now, moderate pace in playing the lynxes. Yeah, he's actually doing really sweet moves here. I really like the way he's playing this game at the moment. I can play a Dragon Roar. Ooh, I get more Dragon Moss Scorchers. That's sweet. I can play an Ambuscale Drake now, and I can ping away the minion. Okay. Not using the trackings is very important, otherwise he would just die to fatigue very easily. Hi Diano, good evening. So I really like the way he has played this game. We'll see whether that's enough or not. I of course hope that it isn't, but there is that Leroy burst. I will just start taking more fatigue damage. Need to play something. Can't make use of my hero power either. Oh well. Unless we're scorching a little. I'm using the Molten Breath, so just so that I can get rid of 2 cards here. I can't see, where did Shadow came from? Oh, this one. This one came from... This one came from the mech that gives you random... This one came from the mech that gives you random legendary. That I got from the Dr. Boom hero power. That's the second swarm. Okay, cool. I guess I can play a Scorcher here. 8 cards in hand. I can afford to play a Dragon Roar. Job's done. 9 cards in hand. Got a Feywind. Ooh, I got a Zeraku. Nice. So I've seen both Swarms. I've seen both Facelesses. He's going to be able to complete that quest. Doesn't want to complete it yet. Are there other rush minions left in his deck? In addition to this spear? Because I could take the spear away, and that would prevent him from completing the quest. If he's out of rush minions. I think he's out of rush minions, right? Okay, then. So I believe I'm going to play the Weapons Project now. Are there any rush minions left? Springbows have been played, Halasi, Hogsteeds, Griffons, Spears, Corruptors, Ziliacs, Swarms. Let's take away the weapon. And I can play Zeraku. I think there are no rush minions left to complete the quest. Hi, Yubble. I think there are no rush minions left to complete the quest, but I might be wrong. Some endless suffering going on here. No particular reason for me to get more minions on this board. He has the 17 burst from... He has 17 burst from Leroy, but I'm at 69. Well, come on, why did you play the tracking? No. You were doing so well saving those trackings. That was the only chance you had. Now there's not enough mana. I'm putting both those back in the deck. I have a Town Crier here. I built a Dragon Control Warrior. I couldn't find a single Dragon Control Warrior from H's replay. There were some Control Warriors, but they're all mech builds. And then there were those Highlander builds. But I built a Dragon one. Just to do silly control things. And I'm not expecting any grand success, but we'll see. Yes, that would be an Mulligan druid. Let's roar. Roar. Oh, if you're holding a dragon, deal 3 damage to all of the characters. It's fun with that you can get these minions from other classes. I think I need to shield block here. Why do you think dragon is better? I don't think dragon is better. I think I just wanted to play with dragons. And no one else was doing it, so if no one ever tries, then we never progress. Yeah, ha 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 ha. But yeah, I don't think dragons are better. I am extremely skeptical about it. But I did my very best trying to build this. Question marks I have is like, do I want 2 Dragon Roars? But having 2 Dragon Roars makes my dragon count 7. 7 different dragon cards, I mean. And I kind of want to activate Molten Breath, Smolder Tones, Ember Scales, so I figured maybe I want to do it. That's a little bit annoying. These elusives are solid stuff. My options to fight it are a little bit limited. I mean, I could play Scorcher this turn, then I could play the Crazy Netherwing next turn. That kind of works. I think I'll go for that. Because the Scorcher doesn't die very easily to the Rush minions either, but now there's going to be a pretty big swing. Strength in numbers comes in now. So I might also need to brawl next turn. Really depends on what strength in numbers picks up. Oh, Mulligan top deck into strength in numbers. The best kind of strength in numbers. Leroy. Oh dear. I'm going a little low here. Brawl is just too risky still. If I draw Restless Mummy... Nah, that's not much good. I think we'll kill those 2. And then draw a Rush minion. See how this goes. But everything is now going phase all the time. That can be a problem. There's the Guardian. I'll have to use Ziliax now. This one Ziliax, that one kills the Guardian. Just barely. I also need to use Weapons Project and Face Tank the big ol' whelp. Not a lot of fun, that.
Unity, precision, perfection.
I had the alternative to play Eternium Rover and magnetize the Ziliax on that. That might have been a better move. Would have healed me one more and Celiax would have had 5 health. Although this would tilt trading perfectly, so it's not like that would do a whole lot there. Weapons Project also allows him to trade perfectly into Celiax. Maybe I did need to do the magnetization, although that one being able to trade was kind of a downside. Maybe perhaps this is still better. Another one of those Winged Guardians, eh? I can do 4 Warpaths. Will still be the Reborn one. The Reborn one will still be left afterwards. Is it still a quadruple Warpath play? I guess it is. So Warpath. Then the Celiax trade. And the Warpath. And then Detailing Rover trade. Actually then Weapons Project. And then another Warpath. That's the correct way to do this. Clears the board, but I am having a little bit of difficulty holding on. And of course there's a Witching Hour too. So we're now seeing the 3 Winged Guardians in 8 turns. Oh dear. 10, 12 damage. The upside is that I did see the Leroy already. I need him to play more stuff. So I need to become Dr. Boom now. I need him to play more stuff so that I can brawl away the Winged Guardian and then Warpath the 1 health remainder. He might also not play more stuff, just keep pressuring with these. I think that would be the best approach he can take to this at the moment. I would not commit another minion. Okay. He obviously disagreed. Do I have to roll this? I don't absolutely have to. I can check if I can find some good more tools here. I picked up another brawl. Then I guess I can use 1 brawl now. I can face tank that now. Then armor up a little bit more. Even a little bit less on the board. But I would need something more here. Can't target that with a hero power. That is awkward. Why do you always hero power afterwards? You already missed 2 damage. Well, I mean I could shoot and kill that. Then I'll have only 3 mana left over. So I can't play the Ember Scales. I could also Warpath. I think I'll do double Ember Scales. Let's try that. These could die to some rush minions now though. I haven't seen a lot of rushes yet, so there's a fairly good chance that there are some rush minions. Although he only has 4 cards in hand, so he might not have all the tools he wants. I'll go down to 11 if I kill this with the Warpath. Any better plans? No, I don't have a better plan. No, don't go. I mean, it's 1 warpath, 2 warpaths, 3 warpaths, 4 warpaths and a trade. Yeah, I mean, of course, the hero power only deals damage to enemies. So that was perfect. But if there's another one of these divine shielded ones that I can't just smolder on Scorcher and smolder turn on it, that would be the worst card that he could have. He had exactly that, so that can actually kill me now. This was the only card in his deck that can simply kill me. Luckily this time it didn't. So I'll need to use the mummy. I can't face tank it because there are still 2 swipes left. So I need to mummy twice and then Lancer. Not much fun, but what can you do?
No tune can hold me.
I'm going to die to the swipes at this rate.
No tune can hold me.
It seems that at this rate I will die to the swipes eventually here. Because at some point he's going to get me down to 8. There's a really good chance for that.
Unity, precision, perfection.
There's still Snip Snap left. He might be able to magnetize on the Celiacs. That's a tough one. If there's a Snip Snap in hand and he magnetizes on the Celiacs, that could kill me. But if I use Scorcher Plague of Wrath, I can't use Scorcher Plague of Wrath. I need to check whether I can get a 1-cost spell that helps me deal with this now. Upgrade Lumi hero power. It's better than using a Hecklebot here.
This would be a good time for a master plan. Oh, I love that fuse thing.
Lumi has Rush. Rush into the Celiacs. But I can kill the Celiacs and I can armor up. So I don't give him an opportunity to magnetize Snip Snap. Although with both warpaths gone, I can't really answer a Snip Snap anyway. Just play 3 Snip Snaps. Okay, Spark Drill can help me here. Harrison cannot. Spark Drill time. Spark Drill goes there. I'll keep the 1/1s with Rush in hand. These rushers can deal with that. I'm at 14. He has 2 swipes left. He doesn't have anything with charge left after the Leroy's gone. Rushers, there are rushers, but there are no chargers. Does he have something with play for 4? Timely Molten Breath, timely. Okay, Molten Breath, that one down. Use the sparks to rush that one down. And hero power. Could have also face tanked that saves sparks for a Plague of Wrath play. But I'm looking into Scorcher Plague of Wrath. Did not get the discover from that, that's good. So if I Super Collide here, it's not quite enough, no. So is this the Scorcher Plague of Wrath turn? What does he have left? He has an Emerald Explorer left. He has another Searcher left. He has the 2 swipes left. He has an Embiggen left. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just need a little bit more here. What if I brawl this?
Oh, I love that fuse thing.
But if this one wins... I probably could have brawled it. If I had brawled it, there would have been 50% chance that I can then use the hero power and the weapon to face tank the 5/5. But if the 6 then wins the brawl, then I would be in some trouble. The rest is double embiggened. This is just once embiggened. I may just face tank this now. Armor up. Equip the Super Collider. That was an alternative to play the Harrison, I guess, but we'll try this now. I'm 21. So that's only 5 damage. Now these I can just super collide together. I can play the Harrison Jones. I'm at 15.
I'm running out of cards.
2 swipes left.
I can't win them all.
Maybe I'll try with something like this. Ooh, that's a good one drop. Not as good as the Town Crier. Which is why there are 2 Town Criers in that I can just one Eternium Rover. But it's a good card anyway. Probably an Embiggen Druid, didn't play anything, didn't keep anything. So looking for those good cards. You will have plenty of time to find the good stuff against me. But I might also find the answers. Really hard to say. Anything can happen. It could be token too, but usually it's Embiggen if they don't have anything to play. Or usually Embiggen does have something to play, but of course we can see that he mulliganed all the cards. So... that's a good start. That's a good answer. Probably need to use it. The real question is, do I trade this one in now? Leave myself with a 3-1. You can hero power that down. It's fine, I think I will go that way. 3-1 over the 1-3. Next turn's going to be an Emberscale Drake. 4 mana usually doesn't do that much yet. That's not bad. Play the Emberscale Drake and hit face. Swipe doesn't really do much because that has 5 health. So it's more like playing some kind of rush minion here. 2 brawls, 2 warpaths. These just don't clear up the stuff that well against this deck that plays tons of big minions. I'd kind of need something else to...
Unity, precision, perfection.
There is a snip snap in that deck. So if I don't warpath this Celiax down, I'm taking a risk that he magnetizes 2 snip snaps on it next turn. I can still silence it, obviously. It's going to connect for 7. Then I silence it. Then what? It's still going to be there. Awkward. I think I need to just hero power. If he spends the turn playing those 2 snip snaps, I think I'm fine with that. That has not been an Midgame. I'll take the 7 to face. But I think it's fine because I have the silence available. Although it will spend the silence, of course.
Your magic shall not.
But we'll do it. He will probably have a rush minion here to kill the 4-3. I haven't seen a single rush yet. But if he uses like the Divine Shielded Dragon to kill that, then I can have a good warpath turn.
We must stop this corruption.
Now the Celiax is going face, because there's no reason to trade into the 4-3 to protect a 4-8. Maybe there is. I would love to go boom next turn. I probably need to play a Scorcher here. Just to get something out there. Maybe I can find enough time to go boom next turn. But boom is not that useful against this deck. Because this deck is just big stuff. And half of them cannot be targeted with the hero power. Oh, that was great. It's still okay. That's still fine. Obviously that is 14 damage. I'll have to warpath them down if there's no other big stuff coming. Next turn, I mean. Because this turn is going to be the boom. There was just enough time to play the boom here. Hopefully there's no big stuff so that I can warpath. But that's kind of unlikely because big stuff is kind of the name of the game here. That's definitely part of the big stuff. Deathwing doesn't do much here. Probably kills 3, right? Well, it always kills 3. There's no way for it to survive.
Okay, then.
That would allow me to use the hero power. But there's going to be from 6 to 11 damage on the board after that.
Okay, then.
I can probably still accept that. The other alternative is 5 times warpath now. Now I want the hero power.
Love that fuse thing.
For a bulldozer. Yeah, let's do a bulldozer. Let's see what Deathwing is going to kill. Decent outcome. Left 11 damage on the board. This is something that can be dealt with the warpath. Potentially. But of course so much depends on what the next minion is going to be. That one does not die to a warpath. Oh boy, so this one is going to draw Restless Mummy. There is like Brawl, Towncrier, Restless Mummy. It could also draw Celiax. I think this is a Brawl turn. Brawl will remove at least 11 damage from the board. A mediocre outcome. Drew the Celiax. In that case I'll just need to hero power, but that hero power is still more than the damage that was left on the board. Okay, we can work on this. There are still ways to stabilize.
We must stop this corruption.
Does he have another minion that he can play now?
A simple spell.
He did. That's so annoying. Really hoping there wouldn't be. I could do like Bulldozer, but there's still a 7/5 evasive worm available. Leaves 8 damage on the board. And there's Leroy and Swipes. Oh dear, oh dear. I have the option to look for a mech. 8 damage, I'm 23, puts me down to 15. Annoying that there are ways to die here.
Oh, I love that new thing.
Brawl is unlikely to help.
Good time for a master plan.
I'll just need the Bulldozer. Leaves him with 8 damage on the board, and he probably can kill the Bulldozer. Without using these minions, I mean. So these minions get to go face. Searcher can do it. Another worm can do it. And now there's also 2 1-mana druid spells to worry about. If there's like another strength in numbers.
My dream is
Oh boy, then that happened. Trade or face? I think he's going face. No, he trades. Well, that at least is a piece of good news. I can kill this one with the Celiax. Random Isera, the best kind of Isera. I want the armor. Then it's the Snip Snap. And the Celiax. To kill the 5/4. And get me to 35. I need to find my Plague of Wrath, right? And the Lancers. These things that just kill stuff. They're important. I would have to find them. Attack twice to add 3 claw spells. Oh boy. This is usually a very, very bad card in this deck, but now, with the portals in it, it suddenly became a lot better. And swipe to the face. Okay. But then, but the swipe to face means that this didn't draw. That cannot be right, right? I need the Restless Mummy.
This would be a good time for a master plan.
I think I need the dragons. Because I need to kill this so that he doesn't draw the portals too quickly.
No tomb can hold me. Oh, I love that new thing. No tomb can
killing that. Yeah, a bunch of 1/1s. I can wait with these. They might be useful if I get like Smoldeton Lancer or Plague of Wrath or something. Although I do have a pair of Scorchers in hand already. Why is there a Vargot in that deck? That makes so little sense, but this seems to be one of the few cases, because why do... That card just does not belong there at all. But okay, it is going to summon the Winged Guardian, which I guess is pretty good. I do not currently have great answers to this. I'll have to spend the Brawl, but I was planning to spend the Brawl on the portals. I'll just have to Brawl this. Hopefully Winged Guardians will die. Only one. Only one died. Need to play the Scorcher. There's still one Winged Guardian left in the deck too. And then there's the portals. What do the portals bring? Okay. It's starting to look bad. So much work and then it's all down to luck. Crazy. 19 damage right there. If I use this, I can't use enough Warpaths. I would have needed those Lancers and the Plague of Wrath. Or even a Super Collider. If I try to go for like a 2-turn setup. Molten Breath on the Alexstrasza. This one hits there. Then it's a setup for Warpath clear for next turn. I think that is probably needed here. Molten Breath on the Alex. Get the armor. Use this one to hit there. Not playing the Weapons Project yet, I guess. This sets up for a Warpath clear of these minions for next turn. There's 3 claws in hand. There's 1 swipe left, there's Leroy left. It's actually letting me do the Warpath here. Okay, we got the clear there. But I'm down to 16, so between the portals and the Leroy and everything. To another 2 portals again. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Leroy swipes and the claws are going to constitute lethal, right? He plays the claws now. So they can Leroy swipe me down. Doesn't even need to swipe, just Leroy hero power. Leroy's going to kill me next turn. That's tough. I needed to play the Weapons Project last turn. That would have kept me alive by 2 if there's just Leroy. If he was able to draw more portals again. I mean, if he didn't draw a portal card, then of course he would not be able to deliver so many minions, so then I would be able to do Smordaton Lancer and maybe something else. But now I think I will die. I don't currently see a way out. It's gonna be Leroy Jenkins. And Hero Power, and I will be dead. That card is a Leroy. It's been there for ages. I just couldn't... If I had played the Weapons Project one turn earlier, then Leroy would have been 2 off. Or a swipe would have been 2 off. There is the swipe, he was targeting it, but he just wanted to play other cards too. Yeah, if I had played the Weapons Project, I would have survived this. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.